Alright, what's up you guys? These are the Twisted Messes 24 and the Twisted Messes 24 Eclipse cap, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. Alright, so these have been out for quite a while now. When we go to FaceTime, I will tell you why I decided to do these. But yeah, let's get to it. I picked these up at NVE this year. I had a Twisted Messes 24 Pro already. I had the regular blue one, the shiny blue one. Alright, you're going to see this again in the review when I put a build in it to actually vape. Alright, so first of all, I love the packaging of these. I love how it looks. They're very sturdy plastic and they're stackable and stuff, so when you have 3 of them, you know, they go and get put away nicely. Let's just say it that way. Alright, so let's look at the RDA first, and then we'll look at the Eclipse cap. Alright, so twist top. Now this matte blue one is probably my favorite. There's a bunch of colors of these, but this would probably be my favorite of them all. Alright, so it's kind of got a matte blue finish, or a flat blue finish, and the cap isn't pressed down all the way right now. The O-rings are just a little tight. I haven't used this one quite yet. Alright, so it is a 24mm RDA. You see Twisted Messes there, Twisted Messes there. I don't know what company makes this. I know just Twisted Messes put it out. So it does have adjustable airflow. It has 2 airflows on each side. Now you will see this is closed down. I didn't realize that I still had that piece in. So the airflows only allow for dual coil, but there is an insert that comes with these that will close off one of them airflows and the whole second chamber. Now I didn't realize I kept this in the RDA, so let's just imagine that wasn't in there. So I love the look that these things give off. It gives off like a different color when you move it. You get like that purple look. Alright. The cap is, it actually has that same thing going on there, which I also love, like on the inside. The looks of this Twisted Messes is just one of my favorites. Alright, and this cap is actually a 3-piece section. So it's kind of concave in there. The drip tip kind of sticks down though, but it is concave in there. Alright, this is the drip tip it comes with. And then this sleeve comes off, which is the airflow ring. And then this is the inside. So having the airflow on the outside allows for bigger builds on the inside without the airflow disrupting the build. Alright. Now, the deck. So the deck is going to be a lot like the Twisted Messes 24, only they squared off the holes and the screws are a little better. I believe, let's check out what screws this comes with, but you do have the Twisted Messes emblem on the bottom there, and just how this thing looks in pictures is just amazing. Double O-ring, nice deep juice well, once again 24mm round. The screws are always nice, and they twist up and down nice and cleanly. Alright, it's nice and smooth. Everything's going to be nice and smooth on this. All the tolerances for the cap, everything. Alright, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this video, is because of what kind of channel I am. I think that it's just appropriate for me to do a video on the Twisted Messes 24 Pro. Alright. So this is the first time I'm bringing these screws up, so they're a little tightened down. But now they're going to be nice and smooth. Alright. So it is a 2-post design with 2 holes in each post. Positive, negative, there you go. So it builds like a 4-post, but it's actually a 2-post. Alright. Alright. Let's see what else it comes with besides the piece I showed you to do the single coil, which you would just pop into here. That would close off the one airflow and also take up some of that chamber so that you're going to get better flavor with a single coil in there. Alright, I love this idea. There are other RDAs this fits in. I kind of forget which ones they are, but it does fit in other RDAs. In addition, there's other top caps that fit this. The Dot Mod Trinity Glass fits this. The Druga 24 cap fits this. And the Eclipse cap. So, let us look at what else they give you. So, just like a Twisted Messes RDA, to have the screwdriver attachment for the Allen key. Alright. So I've got like 5 of these now because I got a lot of Twisted Messes RDAs. Alright, and then you get this little baggie. I think there's something. Yep, there is something in there. So you get 2 other drip tips. One is tan and one is black. Let me get them out of there. Yes, one's tan and one is black. Alright, and they're not all the same size actually. The tan one's a little shorter. They're pretty much all the same size around. Looks like the tan one might be a little smaller around. The black one is damn near the same thing. Yep. Alright. What do you get in the bag? You're going to get O-rings. You're going to get a squonk pin. You're going to get grub screws, alright, for your posts. So if you want to change out the screws to Allen keys, you could do that. Alright. And, yeah, that's pretty much it for what you get and what it is here. So, let's see how this thing builds, man. I'm going to go through all my builds now and show you what it do. Let's do it. Alright, so here is just a round wire build. I'm going to put the ohms on what this is. This is actually 22 gauge 7 wrap in the Twisted Messes 24 Pro. So, it's going to show you why this RDA is so special right off the bat. You could put it right in the middle post there. So I didn't even use the outside post. It's not going to stretch it out or anything. You throw it right in the middle. Lots of 2-post RDAs, you're going to have to stretch them out or space them out to make it fit into the post. But with this, you just stick it into the 2 middle post holes and you got your build right there, nice and neat, looking really clean in there. And on top of that, the airflow is going to line up because you could put the airflow in any direction on this RDA. There's nothing stopping it. You just put it right where that coil is and it will line right up with it. You'll see your coil right in there and it will work perfectly. In addition, I forgot to show you something about the bag. It also comes with an adapter. So this drip tip here is not like a goon drip tip. It's a little bigger. So if you wanted to put a drip tip on that would fit a goon, you would put the adapter in and then put the drip tip on. Alright, and then your goon sized drip tips will fit on the Twisted Messes Pro. But the drip tips that come with it are actually bigger than a goon sized drip tip. Alright, so just something to keep in mind. Alright, so I'm going to do my install like always with the aliens. I'm going to do that last though, so we're going to jump to another build to throw in here before we go to the aliens. The aliens will be the build that I show you how to install with. Alright, so let's just go to something a little bigger. Alright, so these coils are also 18 ply, but these are different coils than I usually show in these videos. this is a binary build, but it is still 18 ply. Now, if you have a build that's a little wider than this, like the leads are a little wider, you're going to want to cut the leads on an angle so they fit in the post a little more, but these are 18 and they fit in there fine. Alright, you kind of see it there. Alright, so let's try, let's check out some series. We'll throw them series coils in there. Alright, here are the 10 wrap series aliens that I use for these videos. Excuse the leads, I just leave them long for other decks because I use these series coils in these videos only. Man, them colors coming off this deck are so cool. So 10 wrap around a 3.5 millimeter. Top cap will fit just fine. And I went into these two posts, the outside posts. I didn't have to. I could have went into this post and this post here. So I could have went from here to here, just like I did with the last build. But instead, I went from outside to outside. Which means that this deck would actually take even bigger coils if I wanted it to. If I wanted to do a 12 wrap, I bet you they would fit in there. Alright. So here is the deck. Let's take this off so you can see that everything's fitting in there. Nice. Alright. Let's try, let's do the Inception now. Let's do it. Oops, how did that get in there? Alright, so the Twisted Messes deck really shines with Inception builds because you have them post holes right where you need them. For the smaller coil, you got 2 in the middle. For the longer coil, you got 2 on the outsides. So this Inception fits in there very nicely. And most Inceptions will. You could do so many different kinds of Inceptions in a Twisted Messes deck, and they're gonna fit in there real nice. Alright, let's try a stovetop out. Alright, so this is Mr. Coil Wars stovetop. This is the stovetop that I submitted for the Coil Wars competition on Homeboy Josh's channel. Just figure I'd mix it up with some of the builds in these videos as much as I can, just so we're not looking at the same builds in every video. Stovetops in a 4-post deck work great. This is what stovetops were made for, 3 and 4 post decks. A 4-post deck is going to take just about any stovetop, especially a big deck like this, a 24. I could put a much bigger stovetop in there as well. Alright, let's try a cage build. Something tall. Alright, so I got a cage build in here. Top cap fits. It's not touching or anything. And it is a 3-stacked cage build. 3 different kinds of aliens in a cage. Now, my point of doing these tall builds isn't because it's 3 tall. That's not what I mean when I do these. What I mean is that it fits inside the clamps. That 3 wires stacked together are going to fit in that square up and down. That's what I mean by these. So I don't necessarily mean the tallness. I mean that I'm stacking 3 wires and getting them into the post holes. Alright? Because some decks have like a flat opening to stick your lead into. And if you try to put something in there that's tall, it's not going to fit. Alright? So hopefully I'm explaining that good. That's what I mean by putting something tall in there. Alright, I think we're ready to do our... Yeah, we're ready to do our install now, so let's get to it. I'm going to throw some aliens into this thing, wick it up and stuff. I'm actually going to throw it into my older version, the other blue one, because I don't want to mess this deck up. I'm going to keep this deck for pictures since it looks so damn good. Alright, so I'm going to grab this one, which is the same, it's just a different color, and I had it for longer. Alright. Alright, I got some 27 gauge stainless steel aliens to install inside the Twisted Messes Pro. So before I install these, what I want to do is I want to take each of these coils and I want to bend the leads on the same plane as each other. So you see how one's coming out the top, one's coming out the bottom. What I want to do is make an L or a Y out of that, depending on how you look at it. Grab the back of this lead and then push up with your needle noses. Alright, and that's going to put them on the same level. I'm going to do the same thing with this. Get it onto the bit. Make the L shape. Pinch the back and push up. And there you go. Alright. Get the deck. And just like I do to any 2-post deck or 4-post deck, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this hole and this hole for each of my coils. Alright, so basically the right hole of each post. I'm going to send this through here like so. I'm going to see where I want the coil. Alright, I want it a little off the post, but not too much to where it's going to be touching the cap. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to go in the back with my close cutters and cut the leads. Okay, take that coil out. Now I'm going to grab the other coil, put it on my bit, do the same thing without taking the coil out of the deck. Line it up where I may want it. Cut. Cut. Alright. Now, while I hold it there, I'm going to twist down one of these screws here. Twist down the middle screw. Now one coil is installed. I could kind of center it in the middle by just pushing my nail up like that. Alright. So I got one coil installed. Now I can take the other coil and in the 2 leftover holes, which will be in the same position when I turn it around, I'm going to install them 2 leads. Pull it off the post as much as I have the other one. I actually don't like seeing this, so I'm going to go behind here and cut them a little cleaner. Still don't like how that looks. And it is as easy as that. Alright. There they are. Alright, before I start burning these, I actually never showed the eclipse cap. Alright, so here's the eclipse cap. This is how they come. There's like 3 different colors. I got the black one. Alright, it is made out of Ultim. And you get 2 extra drip tip tops. So I'm going to show you the drip tip. Alright, so this is the drip tip up here. It's got the brown Ultim at the bottom. And you could twist this off and put on either the red or blue, whatever one you want. You just twist it on there. I leave the black on there. Alright. Now the Ultim cap is also 2 pieces. It has 1 airflow, so if you want to cut it down to single, you got to put that piece in. Alright. And just like the cap, it turns to turn on and off the juice. Now, this cap is a lot shorter than the other cap, so this is going to help with flavor. Alright, but the airflow holes are pretty much the same thing. Alright, everything's just shorter on the Ultim cap. Alright, and when I go up top, I'm going to vape both, and I'm going to tell you what I think about each of them and which one I actually like better. Alright, so that's going to go on there like that. We're going to see our coils in there. We could, you know, square it up with the coils, all that stuff. Alright, it is somewhat concave on the inside, just like the other cap. It's only concave a little bit because the drip tips are so wide around. Oh man, I forgot to press the button when I was burning it. Ah, guys. Sorry about that. All my other videos, I burn these live so you could see how I do it. Or not live, but while the camera's on. But if they're burning evenly, let me wick it up. And also, I don't think these are stainless steel. Unless that's because my battery's so dead it's reading it wrong. But these probably aren't stainless steel 27 gauge. Alright, we are back up top with the Twisted Messes 24 Pro. Alright, so. Whew. Clouds, yeah, it's got clouds. How's the flavor on this thing? I have it almost wide open right now. The flavor on the Twisted Messes Pro has always been pretty good. It's just like I say all the time with these Cloud Chaser building RDAs. It's pretty fucking good for what it is. It really, really is. The deck on this is where it shines. The look of this is where it shines. You may ask, why would you do this review now? This RDA is very old. It's not very old. It's pretty old. The reason is because of what channel I am. It's important for me to have this review because this is top 2 of my favorite RDAs for building ever. There's not many RDAs that come before this, 24mm that is, that I could say build better than this thing and look better than this thing. Both these blue tm24 pros are just gorgeous and they vape really, really good. I like how they vape. Alright, hasn't always been one of my favorite vapes ever. I usually like them more for building. but the clouds are ridiculous. I mean, I got this at 4.3 volts on the Zenith 3. My Hoopty mod. Hoopty! We used to play this game as a kid when we would sit on the corner waiting for the bus, right? And we would make fun of cars that look like shit driving past. We would scream, Hoopty! Meanwhile, we're taking the fucking bus, and we wish we had a car. Look at them clouds though, man. And the flavor is very solid on here. Now, the eclipse cap. The eclipse cap was put out a couple months after the tm24pro was put out. And when it was put out, a lot of people told me that they love this eclipse cap, that the flavor was just enhanced. The profile is a bit smaller, alright? So it's going to look smaller on your mods. It looks very clean. I mean, I love the looks of this RDA is the thing. But this eclipse cap looks very, very good, and there's different kinds. I'm not big on clear caps that are frosted like that. I'd rather have a Trinity glass cap. But now, the eclipse cap on the TM Pro, same amount of airflow open. I'm doing the same amount. We're going to cut down the clouds a little bit, but we're going to raise the flavor up. The flavor gets raised dramatically, and it vapes. It vapes better than the other cap. I think it vapes better than the other cap, and the flavor is just way better. Like a lot better. I don't have problem with heat with just about any RDA. I know a lot of people complain about heat. I think I just got strong lips, yo. I don't know. You're still getting a lot of clouds, but that flavor is increased so much. I don't want to say 2 times, but it's increased dramatically. You could definitely tell the difference. It doesn't feel like you're vaping a different RDA, but the flavor's enhanced. It's the same airflow, but a shorter cap. And that's what's going to make your flavor enhance. The smaller the chamber, the more the flavor. That's why you see these single coil RDAs get more flavor when they're so small and there's so much stuff in there. It just, once you bring that chamber down, you're going to get better flavor. I don't even know if I have to do this. Aliens game, if I'm an alien sent down to Earth to Grim Green's house to steal all the vape gear that I want to steal, do I pick up the Twisted Messes 24 Pro and do I grab the Eclipse cap? Yes and yes. The 24 Pro is definitely one of the first 5 things I grab off of that desk. Absolutely, positively. The Eclipse cap, I would grab that too. I got this Eclipse cap for like $10 at NVE. If you could, Ken always does sales on Twisted Messes. You could buy a deck sometimes for like $10 or $20. He'll have a sale. They're like 25 bucks. He'll have a sale. Then they'll be like 15 bucks. And then you buy an Eclipse cap for like 10 bucks. And you get a full RDA. You have the deck, you have the cap. You get the full RDA for like $30, $35, maybe 40 bucks shipped. Like, he always runs sales. Watch Twisted Messes Sundays. Watch Live with Twisted Messes on Sundays. He drops a sale just about every single week. And it's not like a little, like, bullshit 10% sale. It's a dramatic sale. Alright, so I'm just a big fan of Twisted Messes. He's done a lot for the community, especially the build community. Anytime that, like, the Resistance crew has done, like, a fundraiser, he's always given stuff to do that. The poster in the back, he sent that to all of us on the Resistance crew, signed it. I will forever be a supporter and a fan of his. He's always been cool to me when I talk to him, and just all of his RDAs are innovative, and I just love them. He's one of the first to put out a build RDA. He is the first to put out a build RDA. What am I saying? So I'm a big fan. I definitely suggest picking this up. Absolutely. Especially if you're building coils. This is just it's a no-brainer to me. They go for like, I think they go for like 40 bucks not on sale or something like that. Maybe 45, something like that. So, man, just a great RDA. I love the Eclipse cap. I'm getting a really good vape off of these aliens in here right now. Thanks for watching. Hit like, subscribe, comment. Check me out on Patreon if you want to support the channel. If not, that's okay. Everybody have a good day. I hope you enjoyed the video. I am out of here. There will be another video probably tomorrow.